y'all, hey, happy Sunday. Y'all, I got out earlier this morning and I've been to Memphis. Went over to Amber's house because I had some stuff delivered to her house mistakenly. So I went to pick that up and we talked for a brief moment, and I came on back to Mississippi. And I was telling Amber that I was looking, I don't know if they did it in your area, but I was telling Amber it's hard to find the 2-for bag chips now. And a lot of the stores that used to sell them are discontinuing them. So y'all know the store I stopped at where I had to jump my car off, I knew they sold them. And so I stopped by there, and he said, yeah, they're kind of trying to get away from having those and carrying them. He said because the big bag of chips, he told me they were $2 and something. And he said in the summer, isn't that interesting? In the summer when the kids and stuff are out of school, I guess probably going to the corner store a lot more. He said they're actually going to be going up either, he said, to $2.79 or something like that. And I'm like, man, you know. And I was just thinking, y'all, I was like, man, I know when I was a kid, the big thing was we would go to the little corner store sometimes, you know, and we would get the little long, when we visited my grandmother, we would get the long things of now laters. And I think it was like 10 in there for 10 cents. And then they went up to like 15 cents. And when I got to be an adult, when Amber was a little kid, it used to be, they didn't have the long packs anymore. Like, they would be long packs like Starburst, right? Then they had the 6-pack for $1. Y'all, recently I went to the store and it's only 4 in them. I said, how much are these? He said they $3 for $1. I said $3 for $1 for 4 now laters? I bought some, you know, because I like the apple and the banana, the two I like. And I used to like the vanilla, but I hadn't seen the vanilla since I was a little girl. So I don't think they even make vanilla down laters anymore. But yeah, and I got to thinking, I said I'm going to look for them the next time I go in the store. Because when Amber was growing up, and on until even after she went to college, y'all, I used to keep, but I hadn't eaten them probably since then. I haven't even bought any, I don't think. Probably in about 7 or 8 years. And if I had any candy in my purse, I told y'all I'm a fruity candy eater over chocolate. I always had kept me a long thing of sweet tarts. I was a sweet tarts, you know, queen, and I used to get them from Walgreens all the time when they had them on sale. I guess I haven't been looking for them. Do they still sell sweet tarts like that in the long round, like the sprees and stuff? Sometimes I'll buy the sprees, but I like the sweet tarts. And it's just like, I just realized I just stopped buying them at some point. It's not that I stopped liking them. I'm just like, why haven't I had sweet tarts in years? But I'm gonna look for some. I'm gonna look for something to buy when I go back to Walgreens to see if do they still make them, y'all? Does anybody eat the sweet tarts like that anymore? Anyway, ooh, it's warm out here, y'all. I got tickled because I got a little fan coming for when we go on the cruise again. I have a little of those, one of those fans you hold, but I saw one here recently with the water you put in it, with a mist, the mist. And so I said that'll be good for our next cruise, and even in the summertime when we be out in the park. Amber has these little face towels that you spray, because she gave me one when we were in Puerto Rico. You spray it and it kind of refreshes you. So that helped me when I wiped my face and then had my fan on it. It kind of cooled us down, because you know in the Caribbean and stuff and them islands, it be just hot. And it was no exception when we went on this cruise. But child, in the South, we getting ready to it's nice today. It's beautiful. We gonna have to enjoy it while we can, because it was raining earlier this week. Now that the weather nice. But y'all, in about 3 weeks, 3-4 weeks, we're gonna be hot and humid. We're gonna be the 2 H's, hot and humid, or heat hot. You know, you take your pick. The two you want to pick, call it. You want to call it heat hot or hot and humid. It's gonna be that. But hey, you gotta love it. You gotta take the good with the bad, you know, and all of that jazz. But anyway, And I'm sure if y'all live down south, y'all already know Tennessee, Mississippi, Arkansas, Georgia, all of them. You know, about the same. Alabama, all about the same old, same old. I'm gonna got this window down like y'all can hear me if the window down. This thing just as nutty as a fruitcake. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I'm not cooking today. I was sitting there, right? Well, I wanted some salmon, first of all. Kroger didn't have it, and I done got so I don't really like the end pieces because they be too thin. I wanted some center cut pieces, so I ordered a little order from Walmart. They didn't have the center cut pieces. Kroger didn't have the center cut pieces, so I said, salmon is not on my agenda today. So I hadn't had crab legs, and I saw this girl eating crab legs. Y'all, somebody give me some money for some crab boil, a seafood boil. I got a shrimp boil. I didn't end up not even getting no crab legs because the day I got it, I didn't want to fool with them. I said, you know what? I ain't had crab legs last year at all. I really want me some crab legs. So I saw this little seafood shack. And I don't even know if they open. Down here, I've been saying I want to try. I think it's in South Haven. I'll be the missed it because I don't ever think about it until I spot it on the side of the road. So I'm riding down here through Goodman Road now to see if I can't find a seafood shack. Because I don't remember where it was. I don't be remembering until I'm rolling up on it and I see it. It's on the left-hand side. I know that. So I'm trying to pay attention. Because if they open, I'm going to whip through there and get me, it's a drive-through place. I'm going to whip through there and get me some crab legs. Get me at least a cluster. Maybe a couple of shrimp or something. But a sister thinks she's going to have her some seafood today. At least that's my plan. If not, I can always ride over there to Juicy Crab and get me something. A little something. I actually got some, and I left. No, I didn't. I was going to lie and say I left it at the house. I got I don't think it's a Red Lobster out here. I got me a gift card to Red Lobster, though. I ain't never had no seafood boil from Red Lobster. Are they any good, y'all? Are they any good? There's a lot of people out there, so I guess they trying to. Oh, excuse me. I don't know why I'm yawning, because I'm not sleeping. I took me a 30-minute nap sitting there. Yeah, I sent it to Amber, too. And I've been driving I didn't even know my license was suspended one time. But I went to get insurance, my insurance renewed. And I went to change insurance companies. And that's how I found out I had a suspended license. And I had to pay extra and all that to get my license restored and everything. That's why I know it's easy. You could be driving on a suspended license and don't even know it. And it was from an incident. I remember back in the day, my insurance had lapsed and I was driving in Mississippi and got a speeding ticket or something with no insurance. And then this was when Amber was a little girl. And I ended up driving, my license had gotten suspended and I didn't know it. Luckily, I didn't get pulled over, but I don't think that's the law in Tennessee or Mississippi anyway. But this girl was talking about in Georgia, she had got pulled over she had got a speeding ticket in Alabama. And apparently they had sent her whatever through the mail. And wherever they sent it to, it wasn't her address. And so she got pulled over in Georgia. How about they took that girl to jail? And the story was, it wasn't funny, but it was the way she was telling it. She was saying, she said she was hearing some of the stuff people was in jail. She stayed in jail 2 days. She ended up signing herself out on a bond. She said she had to pay $990. She signed herself out. But she was talking about how the jail was, how nasty it was, and the stuff they were feeding them. And she was saying how the toilets were stopped up, and how she was like, well, don't put people in jail for little stuff. You don't have a holding cell for them. But she was saying how long it took to process them. And I realized that this is a crime, to drive on suspended license. But it's easy, like I told y'all. I didn't even know my license was suspended. And I think that is like such a waste of resources. I think what they should have did is just towed her car. Now, that was going to cost her enough to get out, but you done took time out to put this girl in jail for 2 days. And she was saying, and I thought that was the most nastiest thing, that what they should do with that, but I think that's nasty. She said that, I'm sure they washed them, but still, that they gave her the state clothes to put on, and it's like they told her the underwear had been worn by, I guess, another inmate, so she asked for a pad, to put on wearing somebody else's underclothes. I don't know. I said I couldn't. Jail ain't for me. Jail is not for me. So the way she was describing, she said it was the worst thing. She said that she thought she was tough. She said, and I'm about it in these streets. She said, but I'm jail ain't it. She said at one point she kept holding her urine, and she was saying that she said a girl, she was slept out in the common area, because she didn't want to sleep in the cell with the rest of the folks. She said she just was out there in the common area. I guess they don't make them be in lockup. She said, but even the COs, I guess what you call the officers, she said they wasn't caring about nothing. She said it's just a hot mess, and y'all think the way she was describing it, people gotta live like that, for real. I know you do the crime, you do the time, but you would think that that's just such a waste of real resources. I could see you saying you come to court. If you don't show up to court to do this, we're going to steal your car. You can't get your car till you show up with proof of your license, again, reinstated. Now, they could have done all that. Now, I think that would be a better use of if they would have pulled her car and had her license, because she would have to have paid the ticket if the license is reinstated. But you taking her to jail, it seemed like when you could be taking people that have done some real hard crimes to jail, it just seems like such a waste to me. Maybe it's me. I don't know. This just seemed like the system. And so some people say it all depends on the officer that pick you up. And how they feeling that day, if they'll let you go with a ticket or whatever. But like I'm saying, I'm not even saying you had to let her go and to keep driving. You could have just took her, and I've seen like on Memphis Cops, now I have seen this, where the guy was driving on the suspended license, and she told him, you pull over. She said, I just can't see taking nobody's car, that's their livelihood. But she told him to pull over, and he had to call somebody to come get the car. She didn't even pull his car. She said, I'm not going to pull his car. I'm not going to take his car. So she told him, you're not supposed to be driving on this and so on, but you won't have to pull or have somebody else come get the car. So I'm just saying, why would you, I don't know, y'all. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. What y'all cooking good today? Y'all cooking or y'all out on a hunt, but like me? I don't know where this place is exactly. If it's in South Haven or if it's in Hernan. I'm going to be real disappointed. I get down there, that little shack ain't open. And I passed it, I think, one Sunday, and I kept, when we was in the car, y'all was riding with me, y'all was supposed to keep the landmark in the name of the place, and y'all ain't even remember. How y'all gonna do me like that? Every time I pass by this wholesale nutrition, I keep saying I'm gonna go over there. But yeah, I ain't been yet. I was looking at something, and do they have a candy lady in y'all neighborhood? I never ever said they had a candy lady in the neighborhood. We came back to Memphis and stayed with my aunt. She said it was a candy lady down there. I ain't never lived in no neighborhood that had a candy lady that I can recall. We lived on the base mostly, and I ain't never know there was no candy lady on the base. But I know some neighborhoods have candy ladies. Because this girl was making like freeze cups and whatever she called them. And she was putting like, I ain't never seen, but I guess these things have to be super sweet. Because she was using Country Time lemonade, and then she was using the sweetened kind, right? Not like she wasn't using the sweet kind already. She was using the kind in the canister. It wasn't like she was using packets of this stuff. And then she put sugar on top of that. She said, oh, they have to be extra sweet. So she was like freezing half the cup and then the other half. Then she was talking about how she sells pickled eggs. How she make her pickled eggs. They have to sit for 2 days in this red sausage juice. And she sell them for $1 a piece. And so she said she make like $9 on the pickled eggs. Then she says she sells like because she say she sells those. Then she was cleaning chitlins, right? And you don't know if you clean a 10-pound bucket of chitlins, they ain't gonna be much. So she was cleaning these chitlins, and she was saying she was gonna sell loads. It seemed like she just got her a little neighborhood gig going. She said she was selling chitlins plates for $18, and she could get about 4 plates for a 10-pound bucket. That seemed like a lot of work, because she was saying how long it took her to cook these, to clean these chitlins, right? And they were only chitlins or whatever y'all call them. And she said she paid $36. That's a lot. That's a lot. When I was back in the day, I ain't cleaned no chitlins, and since Amber was a little girl, that seemed like a lot of money for chitlins. $36 a bucket. When they start that? I always get tickled when I see people be on a motorcycle, right? And they be having their music going. He got his blues going. Okay, fella. It's a nice day to ride a motorcycle if you was gonna ride one. I was talking to the guy that fixed my car, and I asked him about his bike. He said he don't ride it anymore. He just got to, it ain't comfortable. And he's the older man, and I was just asking him. I said, well, was it ever comfortable? He said no, but he could tolerate it when he was a lot younger. He can't tolerate it now. So I asked him, and he sold his bike. He said no. And I got tickled because he said he, now he rolling. He always had a truck and a motorcycle, and now he got him a Cadillac. He said he got him a Cadillac a couple of years ago. I said, God, that age will come up on you, want it quick, and you got to sit your tail down somewhere. But I was like, I don't see how nobody ride that. I can't see. And I be seeing how your car, like when you driving, right? And your bugs and stuff be all on your windshield and stuff. So I can't even imagine riding. But there are a lot of people, and then the ladies, they be riding double saddled on those bikes. You know, they be, how that could be comfortable on a long road trip to be riding, straddling something the whole time. Seems like you'd be hurting. I was telling my girlfriend earlier, I hadn't been to a rodeo since I was a little girl, and I've been seeing a lot on the black rodeo, right? I ain't in the market, but there's some nice looking young men on them. There's some nice looking men at the regular rodeo too now, but I'm like, well, I can go and just look. But I don't even know where one is. I knew when I was looking, I'm like, do they ever come to this area? Because I can't remember where my dad took us when we went to the rodeo. But I was thinking that, I'm going to have to get out of this lane eventually. But, yeah. Sir, you need to go on. Come on, sir. You going to come across here. Because I already know how it is to get out by the movie theater on a Sunday. It'd be rough when I come out of church sometimes, and it's 2:00 now. But they had this rodeo, right? And I looked, and they was touring in Texas, and I said, I hate I missed it, because I would have driven to Little Rock to go see the rodeo. That would have been nice to go see the rodeo. Have y'all been to the rodeo? Look at all them cars over there at Landers Ford. They ain't got the kind of car I want over there, though. I keep saying I'm going to go look at the cars, but now the weather done turned nice. We going to go look, y'all. We are going to go look. My girlfriend was asking me what I want to buy. I said, I hope by the time my birthday get here, I have about 8,000 or 9,000 saved. To date, from my TikTok, I have deposited $1,500 into my account from people ordering off. Just me sharing the stuff that I like, or sharing the stuff I reviewed. If they wanted it and they ordered it off my page, I get a commission off some of it. And you may not think so, but dollars adds up, 80 cents adds up, 60 cents I think was the lowest I've gotten off something. 60 cents. I got sold several of those. 60 cents, they add up, and that's a blessing, y'all. I'm here to tell you. So it's a blessing to me. It's $1,500 more I had towards my car savings than I did. So There, we getting there. Slowly but surely. Look, we working that thing out. They could let me win the lottery if they want to, but they don't seem like they want to participate in my lottery winning. Yo, I saw this car now. You would probably have to get a newer car, right? And this is just a talking blog. Because we on the hunt for the seafood place. You would have to, I forgot what I was saying anyway. I don't even know what I was going to talk about. I'm looking at all the restaurants around here. I didn't know they had a Chase Bank here. Chili's, Longhorn Steakhouse. I got a gift card to them too. Now, why when you want something, you don't be wanting where you got no gift card to? You over here trying to go somewhere you ain't got no gift card to. That's how it be. Sometimes Chick-fil-A don't be open on no Sunday. I remember when I was a little girl, a whole lot of stuff wasn't open on Sunday. Now it looked like just about everything be open on Sunday. I see some of these restaurants, you know, before the pandemic, you know, it was a whole lot of places that was open all the time, and then after the pandemic, you know, they stopped all that. But I see a lot of them are going back to extending their hours, you know, as far as the restaurant hours and all of that is concerned. Oh, excuse me. Well, we all look like going into Hernando. No, I don't know if it's Hernando or what, because I came down here the other Sunday to Bojangles, and looked like we getting ready to pass the Bojangles now. I'm thinking, I wish I could remember stuff, you know, where I be seeing stuff at. Because we've been in the car 22 minutes now. Now I could have been over to Juicy Crab in Memphis, but I'm trying to find this place because somebody said it was good. I think it's down there closer to where the Landers Center is what I'm thinking. Oh, y'all, I saw, why has this become a rule or something? I noticed that a lot of, like, if you go to stadiums and games, and not like stadiums, I mean, like, you know, arenas, in the inside arenas and stuff, and games and stuff, they're making ladies, if you carry a purse, you have to have a clear purse that they could see through. But I'm like, I thought that's what the well, I guess they were just looking inside your purse. They would just look inside your purse. You know, back in the day, you just have to open your purse and look. Because I'm like, you still could get something through, because in a clear purse, I would think. This is just me talking now. I guess that's what your intention is. Okay, I'm up on it, y'all. We don't. Oh Lord, he go. He just in a hurry. Well, sir, you was all the way driving from back there in the turn lane, Mr. Sir. It's called Crab Island, y'all. I don't know if Crab Island look like Crab Island is open, y'all. It look like Crab Island is open. I done went up to the light, just being nosy. Now I done went too far. I could have turned back there in the little opening. Oh well. We finna get us some Crab Island, because I thought I saw the open sign. So that's what we gonna get today. Today, that's what we get. Cause y'all say, you just running your mouth today. Yes, I am. Well, sir, run the light already. I should have known he was gonna run the light, because he was in a hurry, all trying to drive all in the turn lane from way back there. Way back yonder. Where everybody going? I just noticed in this area, it's not a lot of, and I was just thinking, I'm like, I've been seeing all over the place, y'all. Is it where you at? I know in Walgreens, it gotta be a headache, because I know it took her forever to come over there and unlock. Well, I'm exaggerating, but it took long enough for her to come and unlock the stuff, to get the stuff out of the little things in Walgreens. And I'm like, everything locked up, from the toilet paper, the body wash, the washing powder. That just is such a headache for a shopping experience. They might as well have somebody at every station. If you gonna have it locked up, everything in the darn thing locked up, you can't get in nothing. to buy nothing. Oh, it say welcome to Horn Lake there. So I wonder if that part is considered, this part considered South Haven. You know what I like, and I see it, they got a little super drugs. I always love these little, but they not open right now. I love, they got an Asian grill. I ain't had no good Chinese food here. If somebody live out here in this area, where is some good Chinese food out here? I'm just riding through. They got a big beauty supply over here. Remington. I be forgetting about Remington. Legacy Liquors, Tobacco Shop, Lynn Nation, Remington. I don't know why I asked somebody if they still have like title on places and stuff like that. Crab Island. Oh yeah, Crab Island is open. It's open for business. Let's see what Crab Island got, y'all. Ooh, Crab Island spicy. 2 clusters, 12 shrimp, 1 sausage, 1 corn, 1 potatoes. No, I want me. I'm gonna have to get this $23.99 here. Yeah, at Crab Island. They ain't got no eggs. They got fried fish. Oh. Yeah.
Crab Island, can I help you?
Yes, please. May I get the number 5?
Yes, ma'am. Anything else?
No, that's all. Thank you.
Welcome, please pull around.
Okay. I don't know what kind of sauce to get. I didn't even ask her. I guess it come in some sauce. I'm gonna pay cash. I guess I got an allowance. I got my allowance early because payday is actually tomorrow. I just went on and got my allowance out the bank. I'm gonna spend, well, half the time I don't even hardly spend my allowance, y'all. It's called Crab Island Seafood. They got a lunch special for $8.99 and they sell beer. I don't drink beer. So I don't know why I'm telling y'all about the beer, but just in case you drink the beer, when this girl get up, when I get up here, I'm gonna ask her about the sauces, see? And see what she talking about. Well, we found it, y'all. I don't know if this is actually Hernando or South Haven. It's one of the two. It's not an Olive Branch. It took me a minute to get down here. So I don't know. But I like this little concept of the drive-through. I really do. I like the drive-through. Anyway, y'all, I know y'all probably sound me sick of talking to you today. I'm going to get off here because, dog, I done looked up here. I've been running my mouth for almost 30 minutes. Just talking. I'm glad y'all came with me, and I'm glad y'all helped me find this place. Next time, we're going to do better about remembering the name, aren't we? Again, it's called Crab. We don't even know if they any good, do we? We don't know. I'm going to come back. Hold on. Hold that thought. I'm going to let y'all see the crab boil when I get it, okay? So at least we can say if it looked good or whatever. And when I come back, I'll let y'all know if it was any good, okay? Hey, y'all. I made it home. I can't remember what this thing said it came with, but it's potato, sausage. It looked like just one cluster and some corn. So I don't know if this is a comparable price. I probably would have did better going to Juicy Crab. But yeah, I would have did better going to Juicy Crab. But I got me an egg on the boil now. So we'll see. The sausage all right, but I think next time I'll just go to Juicy Crab. Anyway, I just ate one of the potatoes and they're seasoned pretty good. So it's just butter seasoning, and whatever seasoning they use, it's a good seasoning mix. But I don't think I would go again because of what you get. I would just go to Juicy Crab over in Memphis. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. Thank y'all for riding with me. We found it and we don't have to find it again. I want you to know you're loved. I love you, but God truly loves you the most. Remember to be kind to yourself and others. Be joyful and be blessed. Love y'all. Bye.